What's going on, everybody? Dylan Napoleone with Home of Fight here in San Diego, PFL Fight Week. THAD, Gene, you are not on the card, but here we are preparing for your next fight. So it's good to see you out here, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Just like you said, I'm not on the card, but I am here ready to promote the fight. And I would say it was going to be the most exciting fight of all these summer fights. And I'm excited to really back that up when I say that.
I'd like to agree. Your matchup does come with a lot of excitement for sure. It's a good one, man, especially for this point of your career. I feel like you've earned this, and you've been working your way up the totem pole, as a lot of people would say, and now you think this matchup kind of comes at the perfect time?
I think this is a perfect matchup. Well, you have someone as skilled and well-rounded as Shamil Musaev. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the best welterweights that I could be going against at this moment right now. And like I always like to say, if I am who I say I am, I need to be going against the best. And Shamil Musaev right now is the best. He just lost his last fight, but, Ramazan is also really good, but he just retired, so he's still there, right? So for me to get to where I want to be, I got to start knocking these people down, and Shamil is one of those people that I got to knock down.
Now, coming back after this year-long layoff, if I'm not mistaken, the longest layoff of your career, right? Yeah. So how has this been on you? Was it maybe well needed after the tournament, or has it been a little bit of tough to kind of stay patient? How's that been on you?
You know what? It is a business when it comes at the end of the day, and yeah, fighter side of it, it's tough. You want to fight all the time, but it's a tough business. So I think that layoff was perfectly and really going against someone like you said, Shamil Musaev, going against someone like that after the tournament, bumps and bruises throughout the whole tournament, 3 fights in 5 months, 3 weight cuts in 5 months. I definitely that time off was well needed for my body to recuperate, to recover, and to get back to the point where I need to be. And I think that I'm there. I know that I am.
And as far as Silverback Nation itself, has it been hard to keep all these people occupied and kind of keep them ready for your next fight, or is the team just even getting bigger at this point?
Exactly that. Yeah, we're just getting bigger. We're just growing, and we're just waiting until the next war, and that's when it's coming up. This next war, and then we're going full force, and you'll hear them. You're going to hear them loud, and especially in D.C. It's going to be big, and it's going to be exciting, and then maybe we could party after again.
Now, man to man, I just want to say something to you is I've watched the past couple years of your career, and I feel like you're a guy who talks the talk, but you've walked the walk. You have backed up every single thing that you've said and won all your fights. So at the end of the day, how important is it to you to back everything you say up?
You know what? It's really important. You know what? It comes to the aspect of, let's say you're walking down a neighborhood and there's dogs barking all the time. It's annoying. It's like, who cares? It's just that dog that barks. But then you're walking down a neighborhood and it's that one dog that barks, and it's like, oh, bro, if you get close to that fence and if you let that dog out, it's not gonna be a pretty sight. So I'm that dog I'm a barker, and but at the same time, if I get loose, it's gonna be some problems.
I like that. That's a good analogy right there. Now, 2025, obviously you won the season tournament. 2026, you come back and you have to fight for this championship kind of all over again. Can you talk to me about being a tournament season champion versus undisputed champion? Do you think that this victory, this championship, weighs even more than just becoming a season tournament? But it's hard to say because of how many fights you have to do to win that season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what I'm going to say? All glory to God when it comes to that I'm even in a position to be able to talk about the difference between these type of titles. Thank you, Jesus. But at the end of the day, I think it's the names. The title is cool, but I like to say I beat that person. Oh, that person's really good, but I won. I beat them. I want to be the best, and I being the best, yeah, you're racking up belts and all these things, but you got someone like Dakota Ditchfield who, yeah, she really, I think, in my opinion, is one of the best female fighters, but she's not the champion. But again, once she gets there, I think that's, it's a cool title, but that's just what it is. It's just a title. I want to be known as the best with or without the title, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. And yeah, I'm excited for it. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Now, let me get your thoughts on Shamil Musaev himself. Obviously, a tough opponent, great fight, like I said. Especially, you've earned this fight, if you ask me, man. What are your thoughts on him and your expectations for your fight?
I think it's going to be a really good fight. I think we have similar styles in our explosiveness and striking, but I think he's going to definitely try to mix it up more into the mixed martial arts aspect of MMA, and I'm excited for that. I feel like with this layoff, we've been working a lot of the MMA aspect. Striking is great. Striking's gotten better. Wrestling is great. Wrestling has gotten better. Now being able to apply these into the next fight is what I'm excited to show everyone. And I feel like we seen that with Shamil going against Ramazan. Ramazan exposed the side of Shamil like, yeah, he doesn't want to get pressured. He doesn't want to go into the grappling the entire time. He can go into the grappling, but he doesn't want to. That is what's going to happen. He's explosive, but I'm good on my back foot, but I'm also good on my front foot as well. So you're going to see how I control this fight.
Absolutely. Now, how about just being in Washington, D.C.? This is a big month, right? America turns 250 years old this month. Yeah. You're going to be competing, 2 weeks after July 4th, I think, or maybe 3.
Yeah.
But how's that feel, man? Like, I know you like to represent and you get a good opportunity.
Yeah, I was saying it before, like, what a blessing, what an opportunity, I'm definitely going to be walking out with the American and Haitian flag put together. And I'm just like, I always say in my interviews, I'm Haitian descent. My blood is Haitian, but my heart is American, So it's like, I'm pumping and I'm ready. And I got that in me, I got that American blood in me as well. I got that American diesel engine in me as well. So I'm just ready to put out and show out for America, as well as my country as well, Haiti.
Absolutely. Now, I want to take it back to a question or two I asked you a minute ago. You talking about beating names and adding names to your resume. Jason Jackson's a guy who you have a win over, and he just went out and got an amazing knockout victory and MVP. So, is that a prime example of a name that you're pretty proud of having on your resume?
And it's, to that point, and it's exciting. I root for the people like Jason Jackson because prior to the fight, I was a fan of his. So seeing him, after I win against him, he goes out and he knocks somebody out within the first 30 seconds. It's just like, damn. Yeah, I didn't beat no scrub. I'm not beating scrubs. I'm beating champions. I'm beating world-class, high-level fighters, and that's what makes you the best when you go after these types of names,
Now, a minute ago, I also asked you about kind of rising to all these different occasions. Talk to me a little bit about where you're at in your career. Do you feel like you're getting the respect you deserve and earned at this point, or do you still feel like people are overlooking the Silverback?
Of course. There's always going to be people on the fence of it all, and that's okay. I love that. I welcome it because I welcome the talks, and then after I beat your guy, after I win, I'm going to be one of the people that says, shh, don't worry, I forgive you. Come ride with us now. You're Silverback Nation now. You're with us, and I love being able to say that you're with us now because you talk big and you want to see me go down, you want to see me fall, as probably most people do, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be the one that rises to the occasion and gets that W.
I just went on your Instagram last night to kind of prep for this interview. I ain't going to lie. A quote that kind of I stuck with or caught my attention. You said, they won't doubt us after this one. Can you just kind of tell me what the meaning behind that is and what you're trying to prove?
People like Shamil, Silent Assassin, they got him at the top. Like, okay, yeah, he's still the great. He's still the best. He's still the best. They doubted us for the tournament. They're going to doubt us for this one. After this, they won't doubt us anymore. Who else are you going to throw at me? Shamil should be, in your head, the best person if we're going to talk about outside of the UFC. Shamil Musaev should be that guy. And once I beat him, who else can you doubt me with?
We have to go back to the matchmaking board after that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're definitely getting low on the competition, right? Yeah. Absolutely. I think we got to make a switch in the room right now, but THAD, Gene, that was a pleasure. I could talk to you all day, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.